This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. This is the first phone in the entire world to have a foldable glass screen. It is completely groundbreaking. It's beautiful, it's a really exciting device, and it could even topple the Motorola Razr. I'm going to take you through this entire thing. So first of all, the screen. It's got 6.7 inches of dynamic AMOLED display here, and the screen itself feels really smooth. I'm tapping on it and it doesn't feel like glass. This is ultra thin. I'm bending it and opening it, and unlike with the Motorola Razr, I don't hear any sounds. It doesn't sound crunchy. The hinge feels solid and sturdy, and what's really unique about this, other than this foldable glass, which is just an amazing technological feat because glass usually doesn't bend without breaking, what is so unique is that this phone stays up by itself at about 90-degree angles and a little bit lower. Let's see how low we can go. So that means that I can put it on a tabletop and I can watch something with it, and for example, look at YouTube on the top and comments on the bottom. It does feel like there are magnets at the edges, as we've seen on other foldable devices like the Galaxy Fold and the Motorola Razr, that kind of help it snap shut, and it gives it that really satisfying sound, like when you're ending a call. And when we go the other way, 90 degrees definitely, the hinge is holding pretty steady, and I can fold it back pretty far without it completely opening. So that is extremely impressive for this device. I know one of the things that you're probably wondering about is what is the crease like, and the truth is that every foldable phone that I've ever used has one. It's just much less pronounced on a vertically flipping phone like the Z Flip and like the Motorola Razr. But I can still see it at certain angles, and when the screen is lighter, when it's darker you can't tell as much. When the light reflects off of it I can see when it's there, and I can feel it, but really I'm so impressed because it just feels like a tiny little bump. It feels like a little gap between the two sides. And I feel the same way about the air gap as well. It's there, but it looks much more like the redesigned Galaxy Fold. So you can probably fit like a credit card in here or a couple business cards, but it's not huge. So it lays fairly flat. I can still see light when I peek through it. I think that's just kind of the way of it. Now Samsung is calling the hinge inside a hideaway hinge, and apparently there are fibers in here that will help keep out dust and other debris. That was a big problem with the review units that journalists got for the Galaxy Fold. That's something that we're just going to have to test. But immediately looking at it, I can see that the bezel, which does appear to be plastic, has about the same thickness as the Fold. And I also see that it's got these sort of, I call them T-caps on the side, and the redesigned Galaxy Fold got those as well because there were some issues with stuff and gunk getting underneath the screen and causing bulges. So these T-caps are there to kind of prevent things from getting underneath and working their way in. When I've got my fingernail around the edge, I don't really feel a good way in there. So it feels pretty sealed. So a phone like the Galaxy Z Flip is meant to be used when it's open, but there are also things that you can do when it's closed. For example, this area lights up here next to the cameras, and this is a really tiny oblong shaped screen. It's actually touch sensitive, so I can scroll through it and see things like the settings. I can tap to get a little bit more, and there's a little ticker at the bottom as well. You'll also see your alerts here, the time, Wi-Fi connection. I think that this is going to be really useful if you're monitoring if emails or phone calls are coming in, and then you'll either be able to expand to learn more through the ticker, or that's when you'll go ahead, you'll open up the phone, and then you'll start interacting with it. In the hand, the Galaxy Z Flip actually feels pretty good. I can definitely use it one-handed. It's tall, it's narrow, but I don't feel like I'm gonna drop it. It's maybe just like a little bit wide, but not really compared to other phones. It's just as wide as the iPhone 11 Pro, and it's also about as wide as the Motorola Razr. So I'm not gonna show you, but I can fit it into my back pocket, and I can get it in my front pocket pretty easily as well. So I don't have any concerns that this is gonna be easy to carry around. One concern you might be having is this phone actually going to last? What is the wear and tear going to be like? CNET has done full tests using a machine called the FoldBot, but the real test is what it's like in real life, not necessarily what it's like exposed on a machine that is continually folding it open and closed. Samsung has said that it will last for 200,000 folds without breaking, and it just sort of depends on how many times a day you're going to open your phone or not. I have opened and closed it a couple dozen times already, and I know that's no indication of long-term use, but it feels pretty good. It feels sturdy and in control and smooth, and like I said before, I'm not hearing any weird noises. I don't see any weird bumps. I think that you're still gonna have to really baby this thing as you do with other devices. You know, this is not a waterproof or water-resistant device, and the screen, while glass, and while perhaps, hopefully, sturdier than plastic displays, we still don't know how it's going to withstand drops and scratches because it is ultra thin. This is a brand new material. We're going to have to test it. We're going to have a lot of fun testing it and torturing it, so stay tuned for those. The Galaxy Fold was a $2,000 phone. The Motorola Razr is a $1,500 phone, but the Galaxy Z Flip is cheaper than both of those by quite a bit. It's going to cost you $1,380 when it goes on sale February 14th. Yes, that's Valentine's Day if you want to buy yourself a little Valentine's Day present. Will come in 3 colors, including this purple, a black, and gold in select countries. This is a really exciting time for foldable phones because now we've got 2 designs. We've got the Galaxy Z Flip and we've got the Motorola Razr. How do the 2 compare? We're going to have to test them side by side, of course, but we have reviewed the Razr. This is our first time with the Galaxy Z Flip, but I think that even just given the list of specs on paper and what I'm seeing in my hands so far, I think with the price, I think with the availability coming out really soon, this Friday in fact, so it will compete with the Razr, I think that the fact that the Z Flip stands up on its own and has the world's first foldable glass could put the Razr in a lot of trouble. This could be a very impressive phone. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far, and I really, really can't wait to test it out.